realised we needed to announce this in a big way, and decided that a launch event would offer visibility for the initiative along with the opportunity to deliver content. We have the content, but to make the impression that we wanted, we need the right keynote speaker.
Female practitioners account for 17% of the professionals in the fields of architecture, engineering, landscape architecture, planning and surveying in Hong Kong. The energizing Kowloon East office and the Kai-Tak office are both headed by female colleagues. So with so many exciting projects going on here in Hong Kong and a fantastic pool of women leaders in the industry, I'm sure the Women's Leadership Initiative of ULI will have a great start in embracing inclusivity in leadership roles for women.
The mission of WLI is very simply to raise the visibility and number of women leaders in the real estate and land use industry. The programming so far has included panel discussions, such as what we will have here tonight, panels on real estate trends, networking events, leadership events, training, and mentorship as well. On average, across different ages and points of their career, men make more than 47% premium over women. The salary gap starts out almost non-existent or actually in favor of women when they first start out their careers. Men start to pull ahead slowly, and most noticeably at about ages from 41 to 50 years old, the age bracket where the salary gap actually averages 59.1%.
I've been saying to people that they don't get, apart from some support staff whose part of their job is to open the door and turn the lights on, people are not compensated for the time behind their desk, they're compensated for the work that they do.
For me, the reason why I was here today, I was thinking that to share with all of you, like, there's a way out. I guess, as what I just said, you have to be open to the company and let them know that you are struggling. And you have to tell them that you need the flexibility from them. Otherwise, you might have to resign. They have no other choice.
The key takeaway is one that you get at almost every ULI event probably, which is you have senior professionals willing to share their personal experience and a very unthreatening environment. And I've seen it where people are talking about their projects, people talking about investments, challenges in their companies. The environment is open, it's unthreatening, it's sharing. The learning opportunity is huge.
I had amazing mentors such as Richard Price, and such as some amazing women both in Citibank, kind of internal and external, who guided me through the ropes, taught me about the industry. And another important factor in my life was actually ULI.
I would say if you want to lead, speak up. So no one's going to guess. You have to put your foot forward yourself. And probably try and garner support from senior level sponsors and find external mentors that can show you the way. You can ask questions. Find the path that you want to go on.
The key surprise to me was the very low participation of women in the real estate in the region at only 17%. And when you think that many of the decisions in families about where to eat, about where to holiday, where to live are made by females, it seems to me that it is very important for women to be part of the profession that is building, developing, designing and tenanting this real estate.
The key takeaway really is that things have improved over the years. I think things are still quite difficult in some areas, but I think it is more of a question of men and women getting used over the years to working together as continuing the actions that we've been taking for quite some years now.
However, having said that, but as women, we need to speak up. I think that's a fundamental first thing we need to do. We need to actually speak up, tell our bosses or tell our families what we need. I think at the panel today, we were listening to very fantastic women leaders around our industry, and understanding that one thing is that we all struggle the same thing. And it's also all about sharing your ideas and understanding of what our challenges are and how we as one community can address these challenges, and we can learn from each other.
Having this initiative in itself, in a way, will promote more women to come up to the top. And I think it'll give opportunities for them to be, showcase themselves as, in leadership roles in the future.
For myself, balancing home and work, my career has not taken a straight, predictable path. I took certain sidesteps because of family and things like that. Ultimately, I see this as a long-term kind of long game, and I think ultimately we kind of get there in the end. You just kind of stick to it, but you manage along the way.
Well, I was really inspired and encouraged by the event. I've been in the industry longer than I think most of the people collectively that were sitting in the audience this afternoon. I've been around doing this for a long time, and men and women in the real estate and building and design industry. And I thought what was really encouraging was the fact that in many ways, not about gender. It's about having a passion for what you're doing and believing in what you're doing and finding a way to succeed. And you could see from the panelists, since they're kind of pioneers in this part of the industry, that they have a lot to share with the younger women that were in the room, really inspire them to move ahead.
And it's just great to see such a tremendous turnout of both men and women to hear what's happening. And I think that for me just shows the importance of this topic.